So we've got KT versus Sengoku Daimyo. This is an Xbox 1v1, so controller only on a ranked ladder. I'm platinum 3, he was gold 3, so a little bit of a disparity with regards to the ranks there, but still a good video for learning. Okay, so it's going to be a standard opening for me. I'm just sending all my villagers to food, get the scout out, and first Phil is going to be going over to the gold, going to build up a house, queue up a mining camp, and then rally the second villager over to the mine. Let's have a look at what the scout's doing. Bring the mini map up. So scout's just doing a loop. Let's have a look. So I'm using the keyboard and mouse to watch back, although it was controller only. It's just a lot easier, a lot smoother, in fact. You know, because I can move the mouse without the screen moving, whereas with Xbox it's just in the middle and it looks like this. So this is me using the keypad, right? So every time I move the mouse, that's what happens. Whereas with the mouse and keyboard, you can push the sides and I can, explain what's happening with my mouse and select things. So yeah, just a bit of advice there for guys on the Xbox. If you're watching back, set it over to keyboard and mouse. It's just a lot smoother. So second Vil, I actually send a third Vil. I just don't know. I don't know anything about Sengoku, so I wasn't sure if there were going to be like any Dark Age kind of rush or whatnot. So I thought, let me just get that third Vil on the goal to get enough to age up, because yeah, I just didn't want to be dealing with that situation. And then yeah, just everything's rallying to food now. I've got a nice deer pack right over here and stone, should I need it for later. But my plan is to go up with, is it Principality of Antioch? So it's going to give me the sergeants basically at 15%, is it? Extra damage for melee units. So my plan's going to be to go with sergeants and then pair that with horsemen in the opening. Okay, I can see he's first Yatai on the move. My scout is still just uncovering my half of the map. And sunken land, so I know that these two corners here, you have the like the food stash. So the deer, the boar, and the berries. So normally that's like in the kind of mid to late game, when you're running out of food, and you take a little bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble, and push some villagers out there. I would normally wall it off, put a tower of some sort, and yeah, get some food there. But I see that Yatai, and he doesn't see my scout. So I mean I know that he's making his way over. So this is a I mean, I don't fully understand it. It's collecting food somehow, but I have seen it before in the past. So on the map, I can see he's sending his second one out, and my scout is, that's where I'm going to investigate. I'm going to finish this half of the map, and I know he's down here. My age up's going through. Going back to my base, I'm actually building my barracks, and this is what I like about going up with Antichoke, is that I don't have to wait for the age up to come in. If I go out with Kingdom of France, then I've got to wait for the age up to come in and then build the stables. So yeah, pretty much this is going to be finished straight after. And my wood is almost at the right amount for my safe passage. So just have a look at so the scout sees the second Yatai. And yeah, I'm just going to be planning to make units and get these villagers, well, 5 of them, I guess, these 5, over to the deer here. So I just need enough wood to make milk. There you go, straight away. And yeah, I am queuing up 3 sergeants, just going over to the gold, just in case. Again, yeah, there could be some kind of early aggro. or I should say, just say aggro, from my opponent. And yeah, I think I might. Am I going to drop off these sheep? Maybe not. I think I'm all the way out here, so I might as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally there now, so I'm going to scope out the base. I see this. I don't know what it is, but it says economic landmark. So I guess at this rank, you know, in the Conqueror level, they know every civ, right, and all the different details. For someone like myself, that's in platinum, and probably everyone that's in gold, you're going to know about, let's say, you're going to know about English, you're going to know about French, HRE, you know, those pretty standard civs, but then you get the more exotic ones and less used, then you know, you're gonna have to sort of like learn on the job. I'm just gonna scope out and have a look at what's going on. So blacksmith is coming down for me, and the reason I do that so early, even though I've only got 2 units on the field, is because with KT, the gold starts to just roll out. So I want to use them on my on the upgrades. I don't want to float anything, right? Especially because with the when I get my second pilgrim out, the money just starts to float. Have a look here. A little bit of a mistake. I go back to my base. I queue up this motion here because I didn't see that this wood line touches the edge, and then my scout obviously goes around to try and make his way across to the waypoint. But thankfully there was no vills near the TC for him to jump in. I would have lost all those sheep, which would have been very annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna, in fact at this stage I think I'm gonna make my way back. Yeah, it looks like I'm making my way back. Yeah, it would be cool if they showed the waypoints on the mini map actually, but yeah, there you go. So I'm making my way. I guess the blue line is because I'm sending him back to TC to drop off and then bringing him out to the gold. I've got my first raiding party on their way out, so the sergeants, so I'm rallying the others there just in case I get attacked. But yeah, these sergeants are making their way over. I've got Bloomery, and so they're powerful. They're melee units, remember, and they're ranged. So trying to attack these with spears takes a while, and if he's moving away as well. Whereas these guys are going to make easy work of this Yatai, especially once this Bloomery kicks in. And I've got horsemen coming through, but yeah, look how quick it'll take this guy down, even without melee upgrade. Okay, so that's a bonus for me. That's a bit of a like disadvantage for him. He's sending this scout. I'm just walling off that side just so I don't have to worry about any kind of incoming raids. Pilgrims making their way. Okay, here's my second raiding party. So I just like to put these raiding parties on control groups, just so you can, you know, keep control, I guess, of them. I've got my not ranged armor, melee armor technology coming in. I think I should have really gone for ranged armor with regards to using sergeants now, thinking about it. But here's my red line, so attack move, because I've just sent them over, right? I'm busy over here doing stuff. I'm sending villagers. I'm over on the deer. I'm building more. Yeah, so my blacksmith's down. I've got an archery range coming out. So yeah, just quite a few things going on attacking their tights. I mean, even more so now. Damage being done with the +1 melee, the horsemen there as well. So they make quick work of this Yatai as well. So I think I said it at the beginning. This kind of shows the difference between like a gold player and a platinum player. Like he's gold free, but I mean that's a bit adventurer should send 2 out here, not expecting the player to sort of see it and to know what to do. But here he's got a raiding party coming out, which is a good move on his behalf. My units are kind of poorly positioned. He goes for the pilgrim, which is actually best case scenario for me. Yeah, I lose a little bit of gold, but no vills. So let's get rid of this. So he ends up taking out both pilgrims and doesn't lose any units. They look pretty tanky. And then I'm able to get my army just gathered together because, you know, I had that little raid going on in the corner, and I think he used that opportunity really to come in for a raid. So well done, well played by him. So he's bringing out his units, and yeah, so he's got a higher army value than me. So he's going for ranged and cav, and I'm going for cav and melee, but my melee is ranged, so I'm going to be able to actually take out his front line and then deal with his archers. I think I'm making archers as well at the same time. I've got my archery ranged here, and I've got my +1 ranged in, I do believe. So here's the little engagement we're going to take. So yeah, so I'm prepared for this. He's got a decent, food income, gold income, so he's going to be rallying units across the field. Yeah, there you go. So he's got more units arriving. But yeah, so I'm taking out the horsemen. And once they're finished up, I've got spears, but the spears are actually not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Shabby micro there. But yeah, so now the horsemen are just going to gobble up these archers. And if we look at the army value, so yeah, he's already down 1,000, and then these are quickly going to go down. And it was about 2,000 each. He was slightly above me, maybe 2-3. And I'll pause it just as this last archer goes down. Let's have a look at the army value, and look at that. Literally, let's wait for that alert to go. Literally, I mean, I was able to pump out units. I think I'm it's close to my base. I was just prepared for it. I was just ready. And I'm just going to make a forward push now. So I'm going for a steeled arrow because I've made a couple of archers. I've got siege engineering coming in, so I'm not sure yet how it's going to work out, but I do see forward buildings. So yeah, I'm like, okay, let's take them out. I made a mistake by making them attack the building, so that's why they left the guy. I should have done an A move, attack move, then they would have taken him out. Again, little things to learn. And we can see now the benefit of having sergeants. They're a ranged unit, but they can do real damage. You saw it with the Yatai, and now you're seeing it with these production buildings. So, yeah, I'm rallying troops across the map. You can see here, I've got my vills, my pilgrims, 2 pilgrims, and they're making away good gold income, even with just 2 vills on gold. Wood's floating, so I need to start making more production buildings. Let's see if I'm doing any of that at home. So just making a house here, but yeah, definitely need to put down, a second stables. I need to put down another rack, so I'm on berries. But built another little wall in the back there. So let's go and see what's happening with the fight. So yeah, I'm just literally trying to take down these production buildings. I know that's going to slow him down massively. I'm not sure what he's doing here, putting down an economic landmark, I'm not sure, but he is building the stables in the back. And his income, I mean, the wood's pretty poor, but he's got food and gold, so he can still make units. But this is pretty much, I don't know what happened here where I just left that house. Basically, it's like a lot's going on, right? I'm trying to do the fight over here. Don't have that kind of micro ability, I should say. That Beastie and Corvinus, those kind of guys are just operating on a different level. So yeah, I'm making these rams now because I want to push into base. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, a bit shabby in terms of I guess I could, looking back on this, I could have made some more production buildings, maybe move some guys off of wood. Yeah, in preparation for potential age up. In fact, maybe I left them on wood. No, maybe I left them on wood so that I could, yeah, if I had to build more rams. So okay, maybe that's why I did that. But yeah, so taking a little bit of fire from the TC here, so maybe I should have just kept my units back. You know, I didn't see any. I think a lot of times I see like his units come to try and take out the rams, villagers to come and burn them, which is probably why I rushed in. But I should have just sent the rams, kept my units back. And anyway, the rams come forward to the TC now. I'm just going to pause it just to show you, look at his base, because with Xbox, when you finish watching a replay, it doesn't give you the opportunity to look at all the details. You have to go back to match history. And in match history, you see timeline, you see like you don't see progression actually, which is why I took a screenshot and showed at the beginning of the ranks. And you don't get to look around at the map. So let's quickly look at the map. What did he make here? I didn't see this. So he's got a farmhouse with villagers. Okay, so he's on berries. Maybe it's a berry sieve. I'm actually out here as well. So I'm here on the deer. So I was able to do that. I was able to wall off, was able to get out on extra food income. And yeah, I did eventually start building that second barracks. I don't know what happened with this house. But in terms of his base, yeah, he had his gold in the back. He had an outpost, which I guess when he rung the bell, they garrisoned in there, which wasn't great. And they garrisoned in here, so that was a little bit of a waste of 10 vils. And yeah, he was building the second stables there, so I pretty much was dominating him here, and it's just a matter of time. And there you go, G to the G. So yeah, we'll finish up by just having a quick look at the stats. Okay, so when you go into your match history and you pull up your game, you'll see it on the top there. We've got overview, timeline, statistics. It's showing that I had the mouse here, and that's just because I'm using the mouse, as I said, to cast. But it was a controller only. So overview, timeline, we can see everything was pretty even. I was aging up a bit better, and then he peaked here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be military units. Let's have a little look. So yeah, his military units peaked, but I think I had a better composition, and my upgrades were going to be better. So look at that devastation, absolute devastation. And for me, it was a minor blip. Different things to consider. So army composition, quality of armor, and where the fight takes place. It was right near my base, so I'm able to get my units out faster, replenish quicker. Let's just check the villager count. So the villager count, yeah, was pretty even. Obviously, KT slows down a touch during the age up, so I'll be slightly behind. So yeah, resources gathered, again, pretty even. It was the military. So let's go and have a look at statistics. I want to look at his technology actually. So I'm on the bottom. So yeah, you can see my research count is way better than his. So even though he had more military units, I had better quality, and I think a better composition. Like the sergeants are so unique, they're very interesting, and yeah, I just don't think a lot of the other civs kind of know about them that well. So yeah, economy, he won on food, I won on wood, I won on gold, which is normally the case with KT. And yeah, military. So, you know, we weren't, again, in terms of numbers, we weren't that far apart. But yeah, quality over quantity wins in this situation. He had a higher vil count as well. And that's just because, yeah, it slows down when we age up. Yeah, there we go. So that's the game. Hopefully it's beneficial. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. And I'll try and get some more vids out soon. All right, take it easy.